Hello there. Welcome to Bobby's Brews, the show where I play my MTG Arena home brews, some of which are surprisingly competitive. And this brew is not competitive, but it is a lot of fun. For today, we will be playing an Explorer Arcane Bombardment deck that can go infinite turns. Yes, once you assemble the combo, your opponent won't play again. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, make sure to click the thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe, and leave a comment, but please keep it positive. Now, let's check out this brew. Like I said, we're playing an Arcane Bombardment deck. This is a fun deck to play. You've probably seen other streamers using it, or other YouTubers. Once you play it, you cast an instant or sorcery card, you exile a random instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. It goes under Arcane Bombardment, you can copy it, and then each turn that you cast an instant or sorcery for the first time, you can copy all the spells that were exiled. So how do we do infinite turns? Well, you get Alrund's Epiphany into your graveyard, and then you get it exiled with Arcane Bombardment, and as long as you can cast one instant or sorcery, you can keep playing forever. Now, how do you get your combo pieces? Well, you have a lot of card draw and discard because you want those in the graveyard. Standard package of discard and draw spells. But common problem you have with this deck is you get your 6 mana, you get your Arcane Bombardment, you have your Alrund's Epiphany in your graveyard, and another 7 instant or sorceries. So how do you make sure that you exile the one you want? And that's where escape comes in. Lets you groom your graveyard and just leave the good stuff in there. So we have 1 Ox of Agonis for when you have a lot of cards in there. This one requires 8 for the escape. But we also have a couple of Glimpse of Freedom, which is great because it triggers the Arcane Bombardment by being an instant, and it only requires exiling 5. How do you survive long enough? You have your standard package of delaying the inevitable, just so that you beat your opponent. You can get your combo assembled. And just for fun, we have 1 Magma Opus because it doesn't hurt to deal 4, create a 4/4, and draw 2 cards every turn. So why not go for it? This is a lot of fun. It goes about 50-50 win rate depending on who you play against. But I enjoy it. I want you to enjoy it with me. So without further ado, let's get a taste of this brew. Okay, let's see who opponent number 1 is. We got the Flip Flop Guru. I do like me some flip flops. Problem is, I live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and flip flop season is about 2 weeks in July. So this is an okay hand. I'm actually going to keep it, see what comes of it. Got some draw, got some removal, got some draw with discard. We'll keep it. Maybe it won't go our way. That's okay. You'll notice most of this deck is standard, and that's because I assembled this combo briefly in the standard format. The flip-flop guru is mulliganing, and then there we go. There's our first victim. So as I was saying, I assembled this briefly in standard, and then they banned Alrund's Epiphany, so I couldn't keep it going. But it's a fun deck. Let's see if the next opponent doesn't mulligan to death. Okay, we have KY Vampire. You require some lube there. Happens to the best of us. Don't worry, KY Vampire. I'm going to keep this. They go first. If we draw a land, we will keep our Spikefield Hazard. If we don't draw a land this first turn, we'll play it as a land. We drew another one of these, so we're actually going to play one out. Well, okay then. Didn't think I'd get to use it. Most Gruul decks have 2 toughness creatures, but this doesn't seem to be a standard. A regular Gruul deck. Come on, KY. Just slip those cards onto the battlefield. Come on, you can do it. You're all lubed up. Went with Fabled because it gives us ramp and it gives us draw and discard. We're not going to do anything with their Shigeki. They can hit their lands all they want. Ooh, they got the World Tree. Nice. Let's give them a nice. Okay, this is some landfall shenanigans. That's cool. I am a fan of people brewing. I don't have exclusive use of brewing, so if you want to brew, go for it. We're going to play, let's see, the Fabled gives us 2 cards, this gives us 2 cards, and 2 treasures. This only gives us 1 treasure. And we don't actually do anything with the reflection of Ki. So we're gonna pass. Nice, they are just ramping all the way. So next turn they'll get to use their Genesis Ultimatum. I don't think we'll have time for this Fable. This is not going well for us. We'll play our land. We'll create our artifact. I'm actually going to cast this. See if we get our Arcane Bombardment. We do not. So we will go. And let's see what the opponent hits with their Genesis Ultimatum. What? They must have. No, but they can't cast this with a Fabled Passage giving them mana. What are they doing? Okay. I am very much confused. I'm just going to bounce this, let them draw their cards again, but they won't get the mana. We're just trying to stall. That's it. We're going to use this one because it ends up being about the same if we use the other one. Not looking great for us. Now it is. We will play our Arcane Bombardment. Play our Glimpse. I don't know if we have enough to win now, but it should be pretty close. We're actually going to get rid of the worst ones. No, I can keep that one. Come on. 1 in 3. Come on. That is not what we want to see. Gonna do this for fun. Okay. If they don't beat us this turn, or if they don't get rid of our Arcane Bombardment, we do have the win next turn. Okay. Draw your card. We're actually going to do this now. Okay, not what we want to see. That's okay. Just want to get that Omnath off the board so that they can't play Ugin this turn. Yes! They knew what was going to happen. They knew. So for next turn, we have 6 cards in here. So if you don't know how this works, what you do is you play your Thrill of Possibility on full control. You discard a land, right? So there's going to be Alrund's Epiphany, Glimpse of Freedom, and 5 cards. In response to Arcane Bombardment, you cast your Glimpse, exiling everything except the Alrund's Epiphany. By the time the Bombardment triggers, you only have Alrund's Epiphany. Now you've assembled full infinite turns as long as you can keep drawing instants or sorceries, which in our case we had at least 1 Alrund's Epiphany, but we were going to draw 2 more cards. Plus, from the big score, we could discard an Alrund's Epiphany, setting up for next turn, and so on. But I'm going to keep playing until we can pull this off. Let's go for another one. So I'm still trying to think of a catchphrase, something like, drink up, here's your brew, or, you know, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below, down there. Yeah. There we go. Adriano, are you going to drink from this brew? I think you are. I like this hand. Have some stall, have some ramp and discard. Hopefully the opponent has a 1-drop creature with 1 toughness. Adriano's down to 5 cards in hand. Are they going to scoop like our first opponent? No, they're a trooper. They're sticking around. In their defense, this deck isn't that good, so they have a good chance of winning if they just stick around. No need to pay life. They play a creature, that's okay. What we don't want to see is a Thoughtseize, but Adriano did not get what they needed. Mulligan to 5. No brews were served. Not cold ones, not hot ones, not warm ones. That's okay. We'll keep trying. Okay, let's see. Rayern, you're about to be served a cold one. A cold brew. This is, it's okay. We have the Glimpse, which we need for the Bombardment, and we have a big score. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm actually going to start with the Shatter Skull Smashing because it's more mana intensive, whereas the Spikefield Hazard, I may be able to pick something off right now. I did not, and that's okay. I'm going to keep it in hand just in case. I'm going to use the Glimpse. Angels. Might be able to beat that. We'll see. Getting all the lands we need, that's great. We'll attack. Let's see, we'll attack, create a treasure. The opponent will block. You might be able to Spikefield Hazard something. Nope. This is interesting. Oh, that's a good one. Going to attack. Just gonna let them. That's fine. I just time walked them. I thought they were gonna do something fancy. Maybe they have counter spells. They just want to catch us with a counter spell. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm struggling here. I don't see what the opponent is doing. So we have a couple options. We can set up another big score, which I think is probably the best thing to do. You know what? We'll do it this way. We'll bounce this. We'll swing to create more treasures. Pay 3. Their turn, we'll use the big score for the Alrund's Epiphany. Our turn, we go infinite. That's it. We did it. We have done it. We are the infinite masters. Start off with this. Glimpse. Excel everything except Alrund's Epiphany. And we got him. That's it. Let's see how long it takes for the opponent to scoop, but that's it. That is the entire deck. So now we're actually gonna do this. Oh, no, no, no. We had him. You saw it there. We had 4 instants in our hand. What I was trying to figure out there is if I wanted to toss something else to keep the glimpse in there. Because if I cast the Fading Hope first, the glimpse goes and I can't escape it anymore. But at that point, they don't have a flyer blocker. We have infinite turns. We can play another Fabled. We can just attack with everyone. That was it. They didn't need to stick around. They weren't going to play again. We got them. Okay, let's try and do one more. Come on. We can do this. Well, well, well. Sour. This is not a sour brew. Although it will be for you. I'll give you that one. But for me, it's a sweet brew. We'll keep this hand. We'll play one of our Shattered Skulls first, then Glimpse, then Fabled, then Big Score. It's looking good. Hopefully they don't start off with Thoughtseize or Duress or anything like that. But given I've won, I don't know, 4 in a row now, which I wasn't expecting to win. I'll tell you that much. The matchmaker at this point is probably starting to collude with the shuffler so that we don't win again. Another angel stack. Hopefully they start off as slow as the previous one. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna play that in response, but maybe they won't attack because they're afraid. Yeah, they're fearless. They play angels. Angels are fearless. That is a good one. Sadly, if they have something else, I will not be able to do anything with this Storm's Wrath. But if they don't, we're in good shape. They don't have for Coco because they had to play this. There it is, the Righteous Valkyrie. That's what I was referring to by if they have something else. Let's see, 7. No, I think we're gonna lose this one because we weren't fast enough. Can we do something with this? They're going to hit us for 12, so we can't attack. We can't ramp that way. But maybe. Maybe. Okay, there is a chance. Let's try it. We'll block. We'll go to 3. We'll use big score on Magma Opus. We'll have 2 treasures. If we draw 1 land, which in hindsight I discarded 2. 1 untapped land, or a pain land that hit for 2, can't hit for 3. And, well, I don't care about the Fable. And we get the bounce spell, we get the Righteous Valkyrie off the board, and that exiles the Magma Opus. We stand a chance. Convoluted? What? No, no. This is pretty straightforward stuff. Okay, okay. Didn't get it. And the flyer will kill us. Damage, big score. I'll have 4. Bounce, kill. Okay, there's actually a small chance. And that was not it. Okay, they got us. They got us good. Just Righteous Valkyrie. What a card. What a time to be alive. Let's go for another one. You'll notice I stumble with the card names. It's because ain't nobody got time for that. Seriously. Jam Master Jesus. That is a name you could have. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, I try to read all the cards and I know what they do and I know what the image is. I just don't always remember the name. That's okay. My guess is this Spike Field Hazard isn't going to do anything. I'm just going to play. Are we getting Thought Seized? The answer is yes, yes. The answer is always yes. And then we're going to get Counterspelled because that's what they're playing. So, if you win 4 in a row, Shuffler and Matchmaker start colluding against you. That's how it goes. So we're going to draw a discard and create a treasure. That card is annoying against us. It's going to try and take away our graveyard. If we do this first. These are not the cards I want to be seeing. Oh, I just played the wrong one. and it's still, I don't know what the opponent is playing. Probably don't have a way of taking this off the board. I'm just going to play it. They're probably going to get rid of one of our Alrund's Epiphany with the Hive. No, I don't know what they were playing. What? What just happened? Jesus. Mr. Jam Master Jesus. Why did you scoop? Just attack me, take one of the Alrunds, and take a wild stab at it. See if I can get there. I don't know if you have counters. You played nothing but lands. But anyways. I won. And that's what counts. So how did we do? I think we went 5-1. I don't know what's been going on recently, but it's been better than before. I used to do play testing. It would go well. Record would go bad. Now I'm play testing. Goes poorly. I record. Does well. Great for you, because you got to see the videos. Is the deck competitive? No, not really. It can't hold its own against well-built decks. But it is a lot of fun. And you get the salty scoops every once in a while, which just tastes really sweet, even though they're salty scoops. I enjoyed this. I do not plan on leveling up and getting to Mythic with this. No, don't even try it. Gotta get better decks for that. But still very enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, share, subscribe, leave a comment, but please keep it positive. Until next time, stay thirsty for those brews.